Good day all, welcome to Obed Farm. Well, as always, as I said that I'm doing broilers, here's the next batch of broilers. So this is the next batch of broilers. As you can see, these ones have just about in their end of their first week. And this is a batch of 50. We always, as I said, the things that are very important is making sure that they have a good bedding. This bedding, what we then do is that when we see that it's gone a bit bad, we put some more grass on top. That's one. Second thing, we make sure that they always got enough food. At the present moment, we make sure that we feed them in these kind of troughs so that one, they do not step on the food, and secondly, they do not mess up the food. That's why we have this kind of feeding troughs. Another thing that is always important is making sure that they've got an abundance of water. As you can see, there's always enough water for them to drink, and very soon it needs to be actually refilled and put some more water. Then we also make sure that there is enough warmth. As you can see, there is a small little heater here. This one uses charcoal, and this charcoal that we use is what makes sure that we keep these birds warm. It is right, the past week when these birds arrived, it was cold due to the fact that we had, and the weather had changed to being very windy and cold. So that is the reason why they needed a bit of heat. Now that we are seeing that the heat is not really much, we make sure that we have enough ventilation for air to come in and circulate, and for them to breathe much more easily due to the amount of area that there is. We also make sure that we give them a bit of area for them to actually walk about, so that they do not crowd and congest each other, because the more they congested, the more, one, they do not eat, and two, during that transfer of heat, they will start, and it also kills them, and also it helps them stay a bit healthy. So normally this month, October, these ones will be ready in the month of September. In the month of November. So November is when they will be ready for consumption, and we will then take it from there. So the 5 weeks will end in the month of November. For me, as I say, after 5 weeks, they are ready. Some are ready for sale, whilst there will be a few that will need at least another 1 week to grow to get into a bigger size. But normally after that kind of a few weeks, we are ready for them to go to the next stage. So, as I always say, and as I always keep on recommending, that you can never go wrong with broilers, because broilers, as much as I will always say to you, when you start broilers, don't start with the 10,000s, the 5,000s. Start with probably a good 50, 100. Understand them. If you have 50, trust me, there is no way you're going to fail to find 50 people who will buy your chickens. That much I can do. I can do, accept that it's not possible to have 50, to do chickens, and you say that you cannot sell 50. You will be able to sell 50. But as you quickly start learning how to do it, then that is the best time to grow. Start small, always grow big. When you feel that you have grown too big, reduce the numbers until you are at a number that is comfortable with you. Reason why it's also very important is that when you have this kind of chicken, and when they get to the number of weeks and they need to be slaughtered, you have a place for them to go. If you do not, you have your own fridge which is available, which can at least carry your 50 birds. If you do not have a fridge which carry your 50 birds, have somewhere where you can go and stash those 50 birds. If you can't, don't do this project, because once they continuously eat, then they start eating into your profit. So that is very, very important, that you always start with enough birds which you can be able to sell. If you find that you're struggling for space in your fridge, and you want to start, you're saying to yourself, I want 200. Why don't you start 50 this week, 50 the following week? So by the time you slaughter the first 50, the next 50 will be getting close to being slaughtered. It's a gamble. It's a very small gamble which you just need to do. And once you master your own little pattern, you will find that you will be able to be consistent when it comes to these chickens. Well, I hope I've given you a little bit of information about broiler chicks for those who want to start. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. Until next time, have a good day.